I'm going to take you along with me on my side hustle journey from zero to making over $1,000 per month. So get ready to be inspired. It all started back in June 2022 when I found myself at a crossroads. I had just graduated university and was working a full-time job that wasn't fulfilling. But something inside me kept telling me there has to be more to life than this. While working my 9 to 5, I couldn't help but feel uninspired and unmotivated. It felt like I was stuck in a rut and wasn't living to my full potential. The thought of spending the next 40 years of my life doing something I didn't enjoy every single day was unbearable. So I knew it was time for a change. That's when I decided to embark on a side hustle journey to find something that I was truly passionate about. Little did I know that this decision would change my life forever. The first thing I did was sit down and brainstorm a list of all the things I enjoyed doing. I wanted to find something that I was genuinely interested in so that I could put my heart and soul into it. After thinking about it for a while, I came up with a few things that I was really passionate about, such as fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. I knew I wanted to do something in one of these areas because they were not only things I enjoyed, but also things I knew a lot about. I had always been interested in fashion and beauty products, and I had a knack for finding the best deals and discounts. So I decided to start a blog where I could share my latest finds with the world. I chose the name The Budget Babe because I wanted to appeal to other women who were like me, looking for affordable yet stylish options. And so my journey began. The first 3 months were tough. Writing blog posts took a lot longer than I expected, and I was still figuring out how to write in a way that was both informative and engaging. On top of that, I had absolutely no idea how to promote my blog or drive traffic to it. Despite the challenges I was facing, I was determined to make my side hustle work. Every night after my full-time job, I would sit down and write as many blog posts as I could. I was so committed that I even gave up some of my social activities so that I could focus on growing my blog. But as the weeks went by, I started to see some positive results. People were actually reading my blog and leaving comments and feedback, and that motivated me to keep going. I knew that what I was doing was worth it, and I was excited to see where my side hustle journey would take me next. At first, I was hesitant to reach out to brands because I wasn't sure if they would take me seriously since I was a new blogger with no prior experience. However, I knew that if I didn't try, I would regret it. So I started sending out emails to a few brands I liked, hoping that someone would give me a chance. To my surprise, one of the brands agreed to send me some products to review on my blog. This was a huge boost to my confidence, and I was thrilled to have my first opportunity to collaborate with a brand. From that moment on, I was determined to make the most of every opportunity that came my way. I worked hard to produce high-quality content that showcased the products in a positive light, and I made sure to engage with my readers and build relationships with other bloggers and influencers in the industry. As my blog grew, so did my income. I started earning a few $100s each month from sponsored posts and affiliate marketing. And I couldn't believe that I was able to achieve this success while still working my full-time job. It was all thanks to my hard work and dedication. I knew that there would be ups and downs along the way, but I was determined to keep moving forward and see where my side hustle journey would take me next. So fast forward 3 years, and things are very different. I now earn over $1,000 per month from my side hustle, and it's all thanks to the steps that I took in those early days. If I hadn't taken the leap of faith and started sending out emails to brands, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to grow my income and achieve the level of success I have now. If you're looking to start your own side hustle, I encourage you to take a similar approach. Be persistent, don't be afraid to reach out to others, and never give up on your dreams. With hard work and dedication, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. When I first started out, I had absolutely no idea how to create a website or set up an online store. But instead of letting that stop me, I taught myself how to do it. I watched YouTube tutorials, read blog posts, and took online courses. And before I knew it, I had a beautiful website up and running, and I was ready to start selling my products. Of course, it wasn't easy. There were definitely a few bumps along the way, but with every obstacle I faced, I learned and grew. I realized that if I could teach myself how to code a website from scratch, I could tackle anything. And that belief has carried me through all the challenges I've faced as a business owner. If you're thinking about starting your own side hustle, don't let the technical aspects intimidate you. Embrace the challenge and teach yourself the skills you need to succeed. You'll be amazed at what you can accomplish. For example, if you want to sell products online, don't be afraid to learn how to create your own website and set up a payment system. Or if you want to offer a service like graphic design or social media management, don't be afraid to brush up on your skills and market your services to potential clients. It might seem daunting at first, but the rewards are definitely worth it. Not only will you be able to monetize your passions, but you will also gain a sense of satisfaction and fulfillment that comes with building something of your own. Plus, who knows, you might just surprise yourself with what you're capable of achieving. So don't be afraid to dive in and give it a try. You never know where it might lead. One of the biggest challenges I faced when starting my side hustle was feeling overwhelmed by the endless possibilities. When you're first starting out, it can be tough to narrow down your options and figure out where to focus your energy. There are so many different things you could do, and it's hard to know which path to take. That's why it's important to remember that sometimes less is more. Instead of trying to do everything, it's better to focus on one or two things and really excel in those areas. Trying to spread yourself too thin can often lead to burnout and decreased motivation. But when you narrow down your focus, you can really dig deep and become an expert in your chosen field. For example, instead of trying to create multiple streams of income right away, start with one and really build it up before expanding. Don't be afraid to say no to opportunities that do not align with your goals and focus on the things that are most important to you. By narrowing your focus, you'll be able to maximize your efforts and achieve greater success in the long run. Remember, quality always trumps quantity, so don't be afraid to scale back and focus on what really matters. As I grew my side hustle, I knew I needed to take it seriously if I wanted to be successful. So, I developed a strict routine to help me stay on track. I set aside specific days and times to work on my side hustle so that I could make steady progress without getting distracted by my full-time job or other commitments. This helped me maintain a sense of balance and ensured that I wasn't neglecting any aspect of my life. Having a routine also helped me stay focused and motivated. Knowing that I had dedicated time to work on my side hustle helped me stay accountable and made me more likely to stick to my goals. If you're looking to start your own side hustle, I highly recommend establishing a routine. Set aside specific days and times to work on your side hustle and stick to it as much as possible. Use tools like calendars and to-do lists to stay organized and on track. Remember, consistency is key when it comes to building a successful side hustle, so don't skip on the little things like setting up a routine. Looking back on my journey, I can honestly say that the challenges I faced were worth it. Starting a side hustle while working a full-time job is no easy feat, but with hard work, determination, and the right mindset, it can be done. I'm proof of that. The key is to start small and focus on one or two things at a time. Develop a routine to help you stay on track and don't be afraid to ask for help or advice from others. Most importantly, don't give up on your dreams. Starting a side hustle can be a challenging but rewarding journey, and with the right mindset and approach, you can achieve success on your own terms. So if you're feeling unmotivated or uninspired by your current situation, consider starting a side hustle to pursue your passions and make some extra money. Who knows where it might lead?